Living in the darkness, well, it's hard to find the light. Feeling like you're helpless, like a dog without a bite. Underneath this surface, there's an army gathering. Underneath this silence, a message we can bring. Revolution coming. But we're not sure what kind of change it's gonna be. Retribution coming. And we may ride upon the freedom that it brings. Revolution coming. So the air is spreading with the freedom of the wind. In the mind it's forming like a weapon from within. Never can you steal, for this possession has no form. It is our ideas will shape this rising storm. Revolution coming. But we're not sure what kind of change it's gonna be. Retribution coming. And we may ride upon the freedom that it brings. Revolution coming. I will not live my life through someone else's eyes. I will not give my life to someone else's lies. I will not put my mind in someone else's hands. I will not give myself to someone else's plan. I will not live my life by someone else's rules. I will not let myself be taken for a fool. I will not live my life through someone else's eyes. I am no puppet to a carnival of lies. Revolution coming. But we're not sure what kind of change it's gonna be. Retribution coming. And we may ride upon the freedom that it brings.
I had a dream that we would be laying underneath a tree by the Caribbean Sea, far away from reality. I'm just laying here instead, with a feeling of regret, bunch of pictures in my head. What would be if I had said
Good morning, guys. Oh, my mic. There it is. Good morning, guys. Evening, noon, afternoon, whatever. Good morning, Michael, Mashila Kapari, Ali, and Random X. This name, dude. How you doing, guys? I'm sorry, I wasn't really able to stream a lot this week, as I was very busy, and yeah, this week has been such a tough week that I really had to focus. There were so many fundamentals to get through, so many news always, and you know, so many things to look at that I didn't really want to distract myself, and this is why I was streaming a bit less. Plus I had a lot to do. What happened to my hair? My hair is just not styled. The hair without any style. So I wouldn't mind. I can I can turn off the cam, man, if you want. It's okay for me. Yeah, so overall, man, this week has been really challenging. Was really a big challenge so far, and it's still a challenge. As we had, like I always try to explain you on Telegram, I always try to explain you what actually, why a week's so tough and why there's so many risks in the market and why it is actually so risky to trade it. And just to let you understand that, you know, conditions can always change and that the market is sometimes more attractive to trade, sometimes less attractive to trade. And when you have so many fundamentals at the same time, then it's just almost senseless to trade a lot, you know. And the focus this week was basically on risk management and on money management and trade management. So I can look for great execution points, for great setups with good risk rewards, but I have no idea what's gonna happen. I see a tendency, but we know that fundamentals can change everything drastically, like everything. Like the news this morning, right? It can change from one moment to another. So yeah, it's just better, you know, when you have a week like this, that you just don't burn your money and that you make sure that you cut your risk as good as possible. And yeah, my girlfriend came home. You know, dogs are always barking when the door opens. Wait, what is wrong with this camera? Hold on.
Change our minds, but if you just let me, I'll never walk away. There's nothing that could ever change my mind. There's nothing that could ever change my mind.
Okay. Just optimize the camera a bit. Would you trade USD pairs today, NFP? They know. I just trade them ahead right now. If I see any reversals right now, then I'm gonna close them, call it a week, I guess. Maybe I'm gonna trade the after lunch session, but I will not trade the NFPs as there are way too many news still ahead. I mean, it's still about the voting. It's still you know, the main drivers of this week are now Corona and Trump, the non-farm payrolls, the liquidity packages, and the voting, and the election debate. So there's a lot of risk in this market as we don't know how the outcome will be. You know, that's the problem. And like, you know, sometimes you just need to stay out, you know, when the week is such a mess and you see technically you see a tendency, right? But there is no tendency in terms of fundamentals, then it almost doesn't make sense to trade, you know, to trade too much. So this is why I've traded way less this week. Traded way less this week, and just focus on trade management, you know. Just focus on the trade management. That's all we have to do. If a trade doesn't move in our favor, for example, if RCHF now doesn't bounce off here, you look at the 30-minute chart and doesn't continue the breakout here and doesn't bounce off this resistance area, then I'm just gonna close it. You know, then I'm just gonna close it. risk management. It's just about, you know, reducing the risk. That's what it should be about right now. Yeah, it's retesting this trend line here. Oops. Retesting this area. Good morning, can be. Good morning, Canby. How you doing? So I'm kind of curious about DXY now. If it really breaks through this support again, and this has been a fake out of this trend channel, then I'm gonna close the positions. Simple as that. But it's also up to SPX here. There's a lot of sellers up here at the roof. If he dies, we all short USD and become millionaires. You think so? I think we all gonna long USD and become millionaires. Because Trump is the one who wants the stock market to go up. Trump is the one who wants the liquidity for the market. Trump is the one who definitely needs a new pump in the stock market, especially ahead the election. He's the one who needs it. And if Trump really dies, then the market might be really concerned about the future. First of all, his tax reform was a boost for the market. He's overall pretty dovish for in terms of monetary policy. So what he basically wants is he wants the Fed and generally the central banks to print money for the market in order to provide liquidity, you know, to make sure that the economy recovers very well and that people can invest and consume more. So what I would expect to happen if Trump really dies is that we see a falling stock market because of the uncertainty. The market has no idea what's going to happen then. So they will cash out and see what's going to happen. And the US dollar will boom, explode, probably. That's what I would expect if Trump really dies. But why is everyone talking about Trump dying? Liani, Jeremy Otness, please, any ideas, bro? I was basically looking for a short, but I'm not really like motivated to execute any further positions. When you look at the forward chart, you see this has been the trade that we have done here. Look, it's still the old setup here that we traded, the short setup, the swing trade from when was that? End of September, almost middle of September here. I'm still pretty bearish on that one because hold on, gotta check the positions. I really gotta always check them again to let you know what to do. There's a very funny, it means funny, a very obvious pattern that repeats over and over again. I've explained that in the last live stream, I think. That odd NZD always drops during September and October, at least during the previous years, always. Look here. Look at the... Now let's look at the weekly chart here. So first of all, we were bouncing off this resistance here again. This resistance, see, there's a double resistance. So overall, I'm bearish, I can tell you. So, and now look, present day range here again. October in 2017, August, September, October. 2018. August, September, here, October 2019. October 2016. October 2015. And October, okay, more November, right? October, November 2014. So whenever we were in October, the market dropped. Always. See? Always during October. Always. Over and over again. You know? It's always going down again. Now the X-White, come on. You know what we want to see. You know what we want to see. I really don't know how to say your name, dude. Hi ha. Hey ha. I really don't know how to say this name, dude. Will non-farm payrolls affect our USD trade? It affects the entire forex world, buddy. The entire forex world. Simply because, you know, what you need to understand is everything is connected. And I'm saying this like over and over again. Everything is connected. Everything. It's just the cash flow. Just about the cash flow. Now when we open an empty, hold on, can I open an empty chart? Oh no, we do it professionally. I open Paint. Look. So there is, let's say S is for stocks, F stands for forex, then we got bonds, and we got commodities. Okay? And all this, look how professional I can draw. Is a cash flow. This is called the cash flow. Cash flow. Okay? So if the money now is in forex, yeah, I mean, you can also run like this, yeah, like this. Somehow it moves into one of these asset classes, and when we get bad news for USD, for example, yeah, no, let's say it another way. So we got money, right? And the money is always flowing into somewhere, yeah, always, because what we know is money wants to be busy. Money wants to have something to do. If you just leave the money somewhere and don't do anything with it, it will probably, you know, look for someone else who's, you know, keeping the money busy. Money wants to be busy. If you don't let it work, then you're gonna lose the money. Okay? Especially right now in times of low interest rates. Just leave the money on the bank. It will, you know, fade away slowly. So there's always this cash flow. There's money. There's money, and the money goes somewhere. I like when he draws in Paint like my 4-year-old. Ah, yeah. I know I'm even worse, dude. But I think you understand, right? You understand what I'm doing here. The happy tree, yeah. Hold on, here's the sun. And here is the house here. Oh, 3D, look at this. 3D, man. I'm professional. Okay. Okay, so the money always goes into something, and whether into stocks, to forex. Means, what does it mean when I say into forex? It means, for example, I put my money on the bank, yeah, and there are bonds, there are commodities, and there are stocks. So the money always goes somewhere. Let's say we have bad news for stocks, right? NFPs are bad. So let's say there's 5 million in here. 5 million in here. and we got bad non-farm payrolls, and the market interprets these bad news for economy which is not really recovering, gets concerned and pulls the money out of the market. Now I'm gonna change the color a bit. It means they exchange their stocks into Forex. Exchange. This is the next level of explaining here with paint. Exchange 5 millions into Forex. Stocks drop, Forex, for example. In this case, let's say it's the US market. 5 million USD from stocks into Forex. And then decide, okay, what shall we do? Shall we keep the money on the bank? What is the current interest rate of the Fed? Was it 0.25 or what was the interest rate? Wait, I forgot. Rate Fed. What's that? Yeah, 0.25. So interest rate is at 0.25. Plus, we got, let's say, QE, quantitative easing. Worth. So is it worth to leave the money on the bank when I get 0.25 interest rate plus there's a quantitative easing, means the Fed is causing an inflation, means next level guys, next level, means the US dollar is losing value, and when we got a bad NFPs, bad NFPs, does that mean the Fed will probably not increase the interest rate very soon, or stop with quantitative easing, or any other, or to use any other tools to flood the market with liquidity? So option Forex is bad. I don't want the money to be here in the Forex market. So what I'm gonna do is I'm maybe gonna look for safe havens like bonds. When I invest into bonds, yeah, then I get a fixed return in percentage. Yeah, I get a fixed return. Now I can say, okay, this return is not enough for me, so what I'm gonna do is I'm not gonna invest into bonds. I rather invest into commodities like gold. Why? No interests, and no interests are good when we have these low interest rates, and it's more likely to see even more inflation. No interests, inflation hedge. Inflation hedge, stock hedge. This is high level designing. That's how I create websites, by the way. Inflation hedge. But this is the most interesting point. No interests. We have a low interest everywhere. In bonds, when you leave the money on the bank, and have no interest here in gold, or let's say silver, whatever, you know, boom, 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 whatever, it doesn't matter. We have an inflation hedge, no interest, and a stock hedge. So what you see is, if we have bad non-farm payrolls, it affects everything, the entire cash flow. I mean, this is just, you know, some basics. I mean, there's way more to talk about. I just wanted to show you that the money always goes somewhere, and your task as a trader is to figure out where the cash flow is, or where the cash is actually heading to. That is what you have to figure out, and then you invest or trade. And obviously, when we exchange 5 millions into USD from the US market, right? This is US. In the US market, means US dollar will go up. And if US dollar goes up, then we might see a falling pair against USD, like AUD USD, like Euro USD, like GBP USD. Okay? But that's, you know, it would be too much to talk about everything right now. I just wanted to show you an example of how cash flow can look like, but there's so much more to talk about. Like, it's just a quick insight into it, you know. You understand? Understand? The stock market is not really moving anymore. So yeah, it basically affects every pair. It affects the bonds. It affects metals. It affects everything. Okay, bonds also aren't good now. Yes, they aren't good. Well done. I will print that paint. Do you want a screenshot of this high value and well-designed lesson? I think no one can do it better than this. Well, this is the best graphics you've ever seen, I guess. Yeah, it's a big topic, but you need to know if you want to trade successfully. Man, there has been a very nice... Wait, maybe I can find it on the internet. Very nice explanation how cash flow works. Because it all begins with the interest rate and the GDP, or everything. This is why the interest rate is so important. It affects everything in the market. Maybe I can find it. I'm not sure whether this was in German or English. There was a very nice graphic. Very nice graphic. Where is it? Wait, I think I got it. No. That was a website in German, but I can translate it to you. Where is it? Yeah, it looked like this. But I want the entire graphic. Where is it? No. Maybe I'm gonna find it for another session, and then we can talk about it. But there was a really nice graphic that explains how it looks like actually, as an example. Doesn't mean stocks will sell off. Let's publish this on TradingView. Okay, I can mark it up on TradingView like that. I can draw it with a brush. Of course I can do this. Doesn't mean stocks will sell off and gold bonds increase. Not necessarily. It always depends on the context. On the context. and these correlations can always change, you know. So the current now there's another thing that makes NFPs very interesting right now, and I've mentioned that on Telegram, is that it is the last NFP event ahead the election, you know. So if we get good figures, it could be good for Trump, right? And if the market believes that Trump is going to win the election, you know, because it's showing the economy is doing well and better and better, then the stock market might go up, and the XY goes down. Yeah, let them. But the problem right now is, and this is why it's probably going to be so interesting, is that Trump has got corona and no one knows how he is going to deal with it, you know. So the market could either say, okay, cool, great NFPs, it is more likely that Trump is going to get elected, but will Trump, first of all, be well soon? Second question is also, will the election get postponed because of that and the debates? The next thing is, will Trump be able, you know, to be president again? Or will he have some health issues? I mean, he's not the youngest man anymore. How old is he? Like 70 something. How old is Donald Trump? 72 or 74? He's 74, yeah. He's 74 years old. So he's not really the youngest. This will cause a lot of uncertainty in the market. And this is why it is very hard to say what is going to happen, whether the figures are good or bad. You know, it doesn't matter actually. We don't know what is going to happen. If the figures are bad, then it's likely that the market expects, you know, that Biden is going to win. So then we could see a falling stock market. Old as hell. Millie Bang, man, the name. Millie Bang, yeah, old as hell. So I had one nice scalp with SPX 500. I've shorted here, took profit here, because there was a lot of bearish cash flow. Profit saves from the bulls here, and we again see nice market manipulation. With these bigger buy orders always disappear as soon as the market moves towards these buy limits. Trump will just stay in quarantine for the next 4 years. Yeah, probably. Or Neil, do you think there are opportunities today since the market has been bad with news? Will you trade NFPs? No, I will not trade NFPs. First of all, because I'm not at home, as always. Like when the London session is done, I have to go. And I already got 3 open positions, which is Euro USD short here, AUD USD short, and AUD CHF short. And I will probably close all the positions ahead the event, or at least have my stop loss at break even. Because we don't know how the market is going to react. First of all, we don't know how the non-farm payrolls will look like. Looking at the ADPs, we can expect the non-farm payrolls to be good, right? Or to be better, as the ADPs are the pre-indication for NFPs. But we don't know how the market is going to react to it. Like I just mentioned, we don't know how the market is going to react to it. It doesn't matter, you know, good news are not good for the market automatically. Good figures can be bad for the market and vice versa, you know. This is why, at least currently, I'm still wondering when, you know, the market will go into price in less QE, so liquidity by the Federal Bank of Reserve, and will begin to expect that the Fed is going to stop with this low monetary policy, and maybe considers even to come up with rate hikes. I don't say that they come up with rate hikes like in the near future. It will probably take 2 or 3 years, but the market could price in that they at least won't cut it anymore, and at least won't come up with more stimulus, you know, and price in rate hikes within the next years. Means there's also, or there could be more, you know, demand in USD then. But you know, the market is completely irrational, so we gotta be very carefully, especially in times like now. We have to be very, very carefully, because anything can happen at any time. It's so crazy, you know. They also could, yeah, that's true, but they also could nominate a new candidate now if Trump won't be able to you know, to yeah, candidate, or to be a candidate anymore, you know, to defend his title. By the way, guys, I will soon participate on the FTMO challenge, and then we're gonna do some live streams and do this together. I think it's easily manageable. When I look at the targets of FTMO, it's easy peasy, man. 10% within 1 month. FTMO. I think I'm going to do this next week, maybe the week after. Not sure yet, but I will definitely participate on that. Probably 100k, I guess. Look at this, man. All you have to do is you have to make here maximum daily loss, which is $5,000, man. Easily possible, man. With a, oh, can I, yeah, maximum loss is 10,000. So 10% of the account. I could also take the aggressive package. So I have to make, wait, profit target 10, yeah, 10%. I have to make 10%, and after that, with a verification, I have to make 5% within 30 days. Minimum trading days are 10. Trading period 30 days. Easy peasy. If the market conditions are good, easy. That's the best challenge ever, man. 10%. So yeah, I'm gonna participate on that, and we can maybe do this together if you want. But let's see if we, I don't want to, you know, I don't want to act like a big mouth now. Maybe I'm gonna fail or something. But I think this is definitely possible to get these 10% within 1 month. I mean, I had like this month, I don't even want to talk about it. Hell a lot of profit. More than 180. Wouldn't Pence automatically become candidate if Trump drops out? Possible, man. Possible. But this is all, you know, we just speculate. We have to wait. Now speculations won't help us right now, I guess. Looks like the forex market already prices in some DXY strength. Look at this Euro USD nicely dropping, AUD USD nicely dropping right now, very nice in our favor. RCHF again retesting the trend line. I won't open more positions. Maybe I'm gonna scalp trade. I want to see how the cash flow looks like right now, so I'm gonna open no, wait, I already have another chart, right? Yeah, I got it here. Can close that one and instead take that one, because here I got some areas I've marked up, the margin zones and the pivot points of SPX. We see this is a very, very important zone here, as well as here. And I actually wanted to have a classic chart here with indicators moving. Do we got moving averages? No, I don't. SMA. 21 Savage. Where is it? Oh, I didn't edit. I want it to be orange at okay. Another EMA, which is 55. Fibonacci figures, you know, Fibonacci. Fibonacci figures, so this buy limit order down there, man. Again here. This is definitely manipulating the market. This is definitely manipulating the market here. Good luck, man. Thanks, buddy. That would be awesome. Yeah, it would be awesome if I can make it. I like the split, man. 70% is really fair. You get 70% of the profit. That's pretty decent. Then you just stack it up. You can also buffer, you know, keep a buffer and don't cash out. So you basically stack it up and then you take all the money for your own account. You can do it as well. Like that as well, but it's basic for me. It's personally just about the challenge. I want to know whether I'm strong, whether my mind is strong enough to deal with this or not, because to trade with not with your own money but with other money, you know, is definitely something that is affecting your psychology and your mindset, you know. But what I'm generally, I have a high discipline. In this case, probably higher when I get this money, when I'm done with the challenge, even during the challenge. But I think that there will always be, you know, like a little Winchester in your head saying that, dude, it's not your money, and if you fuck it up, then you're done. You know, for me personally, and this is why I always don't really understand the panic, you know, when in the Telegram, when the trade is not running in our favor, or, you know, and personally I don't have this important and let's say this relationship with money, you know. If I lose the money, I really don't give a shit. Like, of course it's important as a business, you know, you want to make money in the long run, but I'm not like I want to, you know, like other people, millionaires who lost millions at the stock market and you know, killed themselves just because they lost the money, you know. I don't have this kind of relationship to money. Like, when it's gone, you know, because money is not limited. And no matter what happens, you can always make money again. If you know how, then you're gonna make it anyways. So money is not important for me. Limited is the time you have. The time is limited. And this is, you know, wealth, freedom, and time are the most important, or three most important the three most important assets you have. Money is just comes anyways if you know how to, but everyone forgets how important the time is, because you know, if 1 second you lived is 1 second that will never come back. If I lose €1, I can make it back. You can never make back time, you know. This is why time is way more important. So I don't understand when people say time is money and money is time. You cannot even compare it, because once the time is gone, you're done, you're dead. Once your money is gone, you can make it back, you know. I like the Photoshop female psychologist homepage slide off. Oh my gosh, everyone is talking about this lady there. Do you think it's too late to enter short on Cat JPY? I was not even looking at Cat JPY because I don't want to execute any other positions. Oh, looks like a great long, huh? Hey, what happened? Hello? Looks like a great long to me. Man, the market already dropped like this, and you ask me whether it's too late or not. Let's say if it drops down here below this support area, then you can consider to short it. But so far it looks like that. I mean, why do you even want to trade it? When I look at the 4-hour chart, it looks like not really interesting to me, especially not the head the non-farm payrolls. If we get a continuation of this breakout here, let's say this is a breakout, a retest, and it moves to the top side again, then we can consider to go long somewhere. But for now, I just see volatile senseless moves. If it drops down here below this this support area, you could consider to go short. But for now, nothing is happening. Look at the 5-minute chart, it's just consolidating. Not really interesting to me right now. So RCHF, why are you moving up again? It doesn't make sense, to be honest. What's CHF JPY doing? Gotta check this one. CHF is okay. CHF is dropping. Man, I was looking at this morning as well, but I didn't want to execute too many positions because when you look at the 4-hour chart, it kind of looks like a double top pattern here. CHF JPY, and the market was here. And I actually wanted to post a short, but I was like, nah, let's stay out. And this is so important when you trade, that you can, you know, that you're strong enough to avoid taking too many positions ahead these events. Easily retracement possible here. So I was like, nah, I'd rather stay out. Maybe with the next retracement when it goes back up and we can short it here maybe. If it completes the double top pattern. If it doesn't complete the double top pattern before we see retracement. Yeah, let's see. Let's see. Basically not moving the markets. So now we see some buys here. Stefan, no. We were talking about this already. NFPs are bad. We don't know how the market is going to see this. We don't know. That's the point. Because of Trump and Corona and the election, and the market could definitely react good or even bad to good figures. But I think good figures will confuse the market a bit more. Because it's good for Trump, but it's not sure whether Trump is going to be able to, you know, be president anymore or not because of Corona. But I guess he will say, no problem guys, I'm, you know, unbeatable, I'm the king, Corona can't do me anything, blah blah blah, you know. He will probably, when he's in the hospital somewhere, he will probably post like, I'll be back very soon guys. Then we move on, like, that's what I expect. But good figures could confuse the market even more because, yeah, we don't know what's gonna happen with Trump. Wait, FTMO is fake? Ali, how do you why do you think so? Huh? I didn't say that FTMO is fake. Huh? I don't get this. Look, they're gonna keep it balanced right now. You can clearly see this. There's a lot of sell limits here, a lot of buy limits, and whenever you see these kind of limit orders here in a market that is not moving, they just keep it balanced. Usually. Probably it happened on farm payrolls. So let's see whether the market breaks rejects off this trend line again or not. What's your view in crude? It's too, dude, it's way too complicated with crude oil. Also, so many news, dude. I will stay out of crude oil. I'm not willing to do anything there. No matter how the chart looks like. The chart looks like it looks pretty bearish, and I mean there's still potential to the downside. But the fundamentals are... Oh. The fundamentals are horrible. This is why I'm staying out. It's also too bad that we got stopped out, right? I mean, we had the short here. We took this wave. Where did we execute? We executed at 71, right? We executed a short here. Went down to the first target, almost to the second target. Then went up, stopped us out at break even, and then went down again, man. What an unluck. But at least we had the first target here, almost the second target. But, you know, overall, the fundamentals are quite bad. Oh, mixed. Oh, I got something in my eye. Oh, got corona in my eye. What is this? Oh. I just started doing the challenge this week, so if I can do it, it's not that difficult. No, it isn't. 10% is 10% is easily doable, and if you have a strict risk management, even the drawdown is more than possible to manage, you know. I don't know, buddy, what to do with oil, guys. Seriously, I don't know. Technically, we could see another wave down and could see the continuation of the correction like this. Also, when you look at the bigger time frame weekly chart, we see how we bounced off this key resistance area here. Yeah. Definitely bounced off here. And see with the fake out here. And now we have a lower high, which could initiate another wave down and profit saves from those who were buying here. So hold on. Overall, the structure looks like a mess. Look, it's just not really trendy. We see how weak the trend is getting here, and now we finally had the bounce, another correction, and possibly another bounce to the downside here. When we're gonna retest this area here, 32 possible, or this area at 34.50. Possible scenario. What is Euro doing? Man, this market is just a mess. You see? It's so messy. Yeah, so now it's at the support area, so let's see what's gonna happen. NFPs will tell you. If stock market continues to drop, then oil will probably drop as well. But it's possible to see another ABC here. Man, what the hell? This could be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with a very flat curve here. Look, flattening here. Hard to say, buddy. Hard to say what's gonna happen. It will all be about, probably all be about the non-farm payrolls. Gold stopped out on 20 cents. Happens, Ronald. That doesn't matter. A single trade never matters. I don't know. Still, people focus so much on one single trade. I guess because there's too much risk in the trade. And one trade, two trades, you know, an average, I make 80 trades in a month. 80 trades. Why would I care about a single trade? If I do 80 trades in a week, in a month, so an average 20 trades a week, and I lose 1 or 2 or 3, why should that matter? It doesn't matter, you know? Whether I lose 1 trade or 2 or even 5 in a row, it doesn't matter, because it's all about the long run, about consistency. That's what it is about. I don't care about a losing streak or some trades that I lose in a row. You have to pay to participate in the challenge? Yes, Gibson, you have to. Otherwise, every, you know, noob pleb would try to participate in that, and everyone who's not even taking that serious, you know? They only want traders who take this serious. That's why you have to pay for it, and I think that's a good way to filter, you know? I think that's, even the price is so fair. It's such a low price. Look, to get a $100,000 account, let's say you are really good in trading. To get a $100,000 account, you have to pay $540 and you get a refund. As soon as you made it, you get a refund. Dude, that's almost for free. That's not even the risk you take for 1 trade. You know, if you trade with 1% and you got 100,000, dude, then you have a risk of $1,000 a trade. It's a joke, dude. Even with 10,000, only 155. The fees reimbursed to you with the first profit split when you become an FTMO trader. See, easy. You know that every month in the beginning that you are above 10% that you get 25% more capital. By FTMO, you mean? You get this from them if you have more than 10%? The cash flow is very, look at the liquidity is very, very thin, so I don't expect much to happen there. Don't expect too much to happen. If you can't hold the resistance, then I'm gonna early exit now. And the retest of this area, maybe. Oh, would you please hit the first target, dude? Would be awesome. Right there. If not, I'm gonna early exit. There's the first target here, 117. Actually, here. I think CHF is dropping too hard, probably. Continues to drop here. Let's see what USDCHF does. Probably pumping then. Boom. We could have re-entered this trade actually that has hit the first target. I was thinking about it. Now look, back in profit here. Let's see. Which is better, trade with $500 or now, or save up to 1,000 then trade? It depends on how experienced you are, buddy. If you are a beginner and it's your first time going live, don't even consider to take the 500, take 100 instead. Or no, take 500 but stick to 1% risk. Because then you only risk $5 for 1 trade, for each trade. Because the first thing you have to learn is to lose money. You need to learn that losing is part of the game, and that you will always lose money. And you need to be able to feel no remorse, to feel nothing when you lose. But if you take a lot of money right now, like 1,000, and you say this is all the money you have, and you lose it, then you will start to get emotional, and you will start to panic, and you try to make it back, then you double your risk, you lose it again, then you lose even more, until you get completely frustrated and say, I will never trade again. Only the money that you can afford to lose, and if you are a beginner, get ready to lose, because you will lose. You may have a win streak based on luck, maybe, I don't know, but you will definitely have your drawdowns, and as soon as you get into the drawdown and you can't handle it because you don't like losing money, then you will make mistakes. So as a beginner, I would recommend you to take as less money as possible to practice, you know. For example, I took like 50 bucks, 100 bucks, you know, like this, in this price area, price zone, to practice, to handle emotions. What kind of music is this, man? We need something else. What is this? NCM live stream. That's nice. It's nice stuff. Wolf. So what's happening now? Yeah. I've learned so much by losing money and I have improved. Yes, if you don't improve by losing money, dude, then you're lost, then you shouldn't trade anymore. Whenever you guys have the desire to make money back, leave the screen and don't trade anymore. If you got anything, any emotions, or like you just had a great trade and you're completely over motivated, leave the screen, because you will probably just execute a trade because you feel so hyped. Leave it. As soon as you get emotional, leave the office. Don't trade anymore. Don't look at the charts. Don't do anything until you calm down, until you get rational again, you know, and not emotional. Otherwise, we'll just do both. You know, every single click you make can be a huge mistake. Every single step you take can be punished by the market. Whether it's the lot size is too big, whether you accidentally pressed long instead of short, whether you just executed because you are hyped, whether you doubled your risk because you just lost money and want to make it back, the market will punish you. And then you completely regret it. And then you get frustrated and you're stuck in the cycle of frustration because you want to make it back. Now we see nice cash flow to the downside. I consider to go short again. Well, is the XY pumping right now? Would be awesome. Beep, 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 beep. They keep it balanced with these limit orders here. They just keep it balanced. The volume is overall pretty low here. 3,300. Where's the point of control? Point of control. Yeah, we were at the point of control here. 3,295 contracts. There's the point of control. Let's see what the market is going to do. Probably nothing. If it just smashes through here, through the point of control, then we probably see a move away because the market has already collected enough. Let's see, do we got any news? No important news so far. EU and UK are hopeful to trade talks ahead of the EU summit. EU sources state EU summit will be taking place in October. Okay, blah blah blah. Gaston, good morning. Hi Jeremy, hope you're fine. Yes, I'm good. I'm great. Just had a lot to do this week. That's why I wasn't really live streaming. Like I said, I always try to live stream whenever I'm able to. Oh man, don't show this again. Continue, thank you. Do you show this again? No, thanks. Now a lot of cash flow coming in. Look here, buy is protecting this area here with new buy clusters, so you can see in the smart tape. But the sellers are just taking it here. Otherwise, still, you know, it's still low liquidity. But as always, it's almost time for a move. 11:30 almost, and we know something is always happening during that time period. Now, this is what I like to see. Sell limits here chasing right now means the sellers want to push the price down. Here, they're just sellers. When you see these chasing limit orders, then it's likely to see more sell pressure. I think it might be a bad. At Disney let 28,000 people go. Should have traded more. JPY, it's a big safe haven today. Yeah, JPY had a good rally because of that. Yeah, look here. Yeah, I'm gonna go short, but it's a scalp trade, so I'm not taking any stop loss levels here. I'm still waiting for the market to show me more cash flow here, and then I'm gonna go short, I guess. Another short for today, my second one, because now we see more auction activity and more speed. Holy moly, where is it? Did I? Yeah. More auction activity to the downside. Want to see whether the sellers take the buyers away here. We'll break through here with more activity, then I'm gonna short. Let's see. Now big buy limit order. If they just keep it balanced, then I'm gonna stay out. Let's see. Oh, nice flow here. Very, very strong flow. Not very strong, but compared to the liquidity we had before. Now look, there was a 55 limit order instantly taken by aggressive sellers, and there will probably be some stop losses down here in this area, so there might be another drop coming now. This could provide a lot of liquidity here to the sellers. Look, these, yeah, they take it instantly. Look, they just take it. It's like a breakout is about to happen. Now we got the buy limits here. They could provide good liquidity, and yeah, now we see nice sell clusters. See if there's more sell pressure. FX market reacting as well. That's what I like to see in terms of correlations. Odd USD dropping, DXY going up. Pretty good confirmation for my assumption. Cash flow looks good. Important level. There were a lot of sellers here. Pivot points, margin zone. But let's see. Now we got buy clusters and they cannot even really tick up the market. You see this here. They cannot tick up the market, means there's a significant weakness of buyers here. Here we see how the volume was very low and now it's getting higher towards the south. Again, bigger buy limits here, stacking up, but sellers. Okay, now it could get a bit interesting here. I don't see much more of auction activity right now. Yeah, now they take it here again. Yeah, what the hell? We got less velocity in the market. I guess the market waits for, or the retailers are waiting for the breakout here before we see more velocity. Good sell pressure here. Moving away from the point of control. Now we gotta make sure that the market continues. Choppiness here. Now strong sell clusters. Yeah. And as soon as the market ticks down, there's more clusters coming in here. Algorithms here, as you can see here. The smart tape. It's very likely to see a drop right now. Only concerning is, are these buy limits could attract more buyers to front run here. We see there's a front runner. And there's some buy limits. But buy limits could also be profit saves for these who scalping down. So gotta be careful right now. There's more speed to the downside. Look. And as soon as it breaks through this level, we want to see more sellers coming in. Yeah, now the buyer is trying to protect the support level, as you can see here. But less aggressive buys, more like buy limit orders. But less aggressive buy market orders into the ask price. I was got a risk reward of 1 already, so we should save some profit right now. Plus 25 pips. There's strong order flow against over and over again as soon as we hit this resistance area, yeah? And as soon as we get closer to the point of control, means the big players are taking liquidity taking the liquidity to short it. That looks pretty good. Jeremy, want to sell GBPUs to? Yeah, why don't you just do it then? Do it. If you have a plan, if you have a trading plan and you have a setup, do it. I'm short SPX now. Just scalping with 3 lots. Curious about this buy limit order. What's gonna happen? What I want to see is that sellers immediately take it, they eat it. Oh, they're eating it, look. Oh yeah, that's what I want to see. Great one. Great one. Also important to see here, sell limits following here. Sell limits following here. That's a great one. Not immediately taken. Look, he's holding it here. Not enough buyers to eat the sell limit orders here. Or to eat the sell limit orders. At least not yet. Yeah, let's see how the buyers defend this level. Yeah, again, lots of speed coming in on the bid side. There are a lot of sellers here in the market pushing price down, and as soon as the stop losses get triggered here from all the scalp traders and day traders, the market will probably fall a bit more down back to this high volume node here. This is my target area, close to 3,310 future price. But if there's any evidence of buy pressure here, I'm gonna close it. Like when I scalp trade, I trade without stop loss because I see what I should do. Guy Sedil, what? you could trade for the day, but Mina Benji Zoe thinks Ngomba I Bonkada. I've dude Mashila Kapari. What language is this? Yeah, you see they eating it again. Zulu? See, and this is always like what you want to see. When you trade with market depth, you want to see when you have a balanced market, you don't have any velocity in the market, right? But you want to see increasing speed here and auction activity to one side, and then you want to see what's happening to the demand and to the supply. We've seen chasing limit orders here, and all these buy limit orders here who defended the support immediately got taken by the sellers, so they took the advantage. What you can right now assume is that they gonna stop out all the buyers here, and we see more sells in the market, at least until down here. I guess they're strong buy limits again, who probably want to manipulate the market. But I'm nicely in profit now. So I think I'm gonna take some soon. Now DXY dropping. Why is DXY dropping? Let's see. Now look, auction activity here. See the activity. There's more going on. Liquidity is higher. And now we got these buy limits again. I want to see whether the sellers eat it or not. Let's see. Look, this is already acting as support. Let's see. Sellers were not able just to smash through. And if they're not able to smash through, then we see there's a potential support forming. And we see, when we mark it up, there is a support area. So we gotta be carefully right now. Or I gotta be careful. Yes, I'm in the trade. There's some sell limits here. Let's see. Hold on, I gotta get me some water. So I'm talking so much and I got a dry throat, so I'll be right back. Oh look, now it's testing the support again. and here this area 3,315, which is a high volume node, as you can see here. So let's see whether the market can just bounce through or not. This is going to be important now. We see quite a divergence, like a fall here and rising DXY. Be right back, guys. Yeah, look at the cash flow. As expected. Huh? Huh? Mach mal 2, wenn nicht, wenn es zu viel ist, dann später noch ein. So I'm gonna take my first profit now. I think, let's see. No, cash flow still looks good, but stop loss to break even now. That's the only thing I do. I save my capital. Oh, look at the cash flow. Oh, beautiful. Just beautiful. So target area is down here. Yeah, Selim is chasing the price down. That's good. So we see more volume to the downside. That's pretty awesome. Here, Now I want to see what happens with the buy limits. If I see more buys, then I'm gonna take profito. Just closed one order to take 2% profit. That's how you can use it for scalp trading. It's pretty good. And then we can look at have a look at RJPY. But first, I want to finish that scalp trade. Because if I see that the auction activity is thinner, and we see less supply and also less demand, and that the market is calming down, then I'm gonna close both positions. I've just closed 2 lots. I've added 1 more lot, and now I'm gonna close another one, I guess. Huh? How come small? Yeah. So basically, I had 2 lots here, as mentioned, 2 lots here, and 1 lot here. So 3 lots. Now we broke the support here. Like I said, I just took 2 lots, so the profit of 2 lots, got the stop loss at break even of the 1 lot trade. So I'm waiting for the retest of this area, as there's more volume, as you can see here, at 3,315. And then I want to see whether the sellers can still defend this area. If so, then I might add another one and pyramid the trade, because I'm safe. I already took profits, and I'm safe with the 1 lot order here. Got my stop loss at break even, so I can't lose anything. And yeah, so I'm gonna add some more risk then. That's how you can take, you know, when the market is so choppy, you can nicely scalp it if there's no real direction, and just take advantage of the current cash flow when you see a breakout like that. Now it's time for a retracement. Look, there's a lot of demand down there. The question is whether these buy limits can actually, you know, defend the support area here, or just provide liquidity to the sellers, and the sellers are aiming for that. But when you have such a balanced market, now look, sellers taking profit. When you have such a balanced market, you often see these, like yesterday. I don't know whether I posted it, but at the top you see, you've seen 1,000 a sell limit order of 1,020 contracts. Whenever the market ticked up, this caused a lot of front runners to sell. The market went down, sell limit disappeared, and as soon as the market went down, there were 1,025 buy limit orders, and the market went up again. This is how they manipulated the market yesterday. Like, the market wasn't moving because of all these orders. Now we see how the sellers are getting triggered right now, taking some of the profits. The scalp traders, this is basically causing the retracement. Now it's getting important as soon as we hit this area again. Let's see what's going to happen then. Might be interesting. Might be interesting. See more cash flow here at this resistance area. Oops, where's the rectangle? At this resistance area here. The volatility is also increasing. This is the ATR down here. Here it's increasing. Good sign. And let's see. I may gonna add another sell. When would you have closed the scalp trade as soon as the market shows me that this is not a breakout? So when I'm short here, and I mean, you've just seen the velocity, right? And how the market actually reacted to the demand we had here. This is how, by the way, how you can identify fake outs with the market depth. That's what I really like. When you look at the market depth and even at the footprint chart, you can clearly see, man, you have different options right now. You look at the volume, first the graduated volume, and look, the lower the price was, the higher the volume, means there was more and more supply in the market. Now look at the bid and ask histogram. You can see the closer we got to the support, the higher the sell volume. And the higher the sell volume, the more likely it gets that the market is going to break through, because the open interest is higher the closer we get to the support. Okay. Second thing, logically, we had a sell-off here, and a retracement is likely, and at least, you know, another low before we see a continuation to the top side, you know, just to create something. And it was likely to see another break. We've seen how the market did not really, you know, up here, was able to break through this resistance here. So there was a low open interest. You can see that the volume was pretty low up here, and there were always sellers again, means sellers protecting this resistance. Those who sold actually the news with Trump here. Of course, you see some profit saves. And as soon as you see the velocities increasing towards the trend's direction, it is very likely to see that it's gonna break through. I've seen increasing speed right there already. Increasing speed, more auction activity, more sellers coming in. I've seen the buy limits. The buy limits were instantly eaten, so it was very likely that it's gonna break through. And we've seen how it broke through. And with the breakout, we've seen more velocity again. If I see it's breaking out and there's no velocity, no auction activity by the sellers, and then I see more stackings at the buy limit, or in the bid row here, then I have the first evidence of a fake out. Means if I see buyers going up again to this resistance and there are no more sellers coming in, then I just close the trade, because I see, aha, there's no open interest of seller for the sellers anymore. You know, that's how I do it. I can see whether the sellers are interested in this breakout or not, or I can see whether the bulls are actually interested in this fake out or not. You know, that's the great thing of market depth. You can see what's happening in the market, in the future market. You can see it. You know, so look at this now. Now we're back at the resistance here. And the auction activity is very low. Look, there's nothing happening right now. It means we could see a balanced market again, a market which is just going up a bit and going sideways and not doing anything. I wanted to catch the momentum. Now we had the momentum. I caught the momentum, took profit. Now I'm gonna wait for the next momentum. That's it. See? All the big buy limits are gone. The big buy limits are down here. There's a big buy limit row. This could be interesting for the sellers, because this is providing liquidity. So they take advantage of it and sell them. And then I want to see whether they eat it or not. Eat the buy limits. Oh, but let's have a quick look at RJPY, guys, because I've got to go very soon. Why do I got to go? Because I have a meeting. I have a meeting, and I gotta go at 12 o'clock my time, so in 8 minutes, basically in 8 minutes. So basically actually overall, looking at RJPY, it looks like another potential sell, but as always, it's up to the non-farm payrolls. Looking at the bigger time frame here in the weekly chart, you can see, hold on, what do we see? No, it looks like a buy, but there's more potential to the downside before it actually goes up. Look, weekly chart, here's the trend channel here, right? Breakout, retest, breakout. Now a retracement. So what we often see is a retracement back to the trend channel. Actually, there's a resistance area, key resistance. We were bouncing off this resistance, as you can see here, and the next crucial significant support area is right there, here, and the market is kind of like in the range of it currently. This is the range right there. This is the range. So you see the market is, that's why it's not that interesting to me personally, because we're kind of like in the middle of the nowhere. If the market is down here and breaks through, we could consider to short. If the market is here, goes long, we can consider go long. And if we find support here, we could consider go long. You know, because what we could see right now is this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wave pattern, and A, B, maybe a C wave already. No, wait, this is A, B, C, A, B, C. It could be another A, B, C here. A, B, C. C wave to the downside and another ABC. We have to wait and see what's going to happen with the non-farm payrolls. I cannot really tell you what's going to happen. And we know there are key levels. When we look at the daily chart, you see this trend is broken. This trend is done here. Yeah, breakout, retest, lower highs, lower lows. There's a lot of space to the downside still. Let's delete this. This has been a 161 extension level here. 61 extension level, and there's still a lot of retracement possible. Look, 23%, 38.2% retracement level would be here at this trend line and this support area. Trend line is pretty choppy here, but you can see this has been the trend line. Check the flip channels. What kind of angle is that? Yeah, pretty decent. Yeah, this could be a 1, 2, 5. See. Ooh. Ending diagonal maybe. Okay, this is probably an A, B, C, or a WXY pattern. WXY pattern with another potential for a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pattern. Possible. Now there's the trend line of the current and when you look at the forward chart, you see it. You can clearly see it. Hold on, what is happening to the market here? Oh, look! Whoa! Look here. Lots of sellers here right now. Lots of sellers here right now. More auction activity coming in. More auction activity coming in. Why is EURUSD going up? Because it's just a choppy market. I cannot give you any answer to that. It's just choppy. Choppiness, volatility at the non-farm payrolls. Look at yesterday. What was yesterday? At least we've won the trade. But yesterday, look, what was that yesterday? I cannot tell you why it moved like this. I can just tell you that it has been choppy like hell. This breakout, almost target 1 here. Hope you got triggered or took the profit earlier. Choppy. The entire market is completely choppy. There's no reason why something is happening. It's just the uncertainty. There are some buyers trying to scalp. And then we got the algorithms, you know, providing liquidity to the market. Then we got some day traders. They all got their own reasons. Plus, we had expiration of contracts on Wednesday. Just a choppy market. But it's very likely to see that it's moving down EURUSD if SPX continues like that. We see a lot of auction activity to the downside. We see auction activity here. So, yeah. Back to RJPY. This could be a 1, 2. Okay, here we got the trend. We're in the middle of this trading range. That's what I don't like on that. That's why I was looking at all RJPY pairs, but I'm was a bit I was very picky, you know, at odd pairs. So top, and then you see another here inside of the first wave. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oh wait, this is a 4, this is a 5. So there's another. So this is actually not wave 1, wave 2 here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this might be. No, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is 1, 2, 3. A, B, C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. C, D, E. Yep. Hold on. C, D, E. A, B, C, D, E. There's the break here. You can see the break again. Oops. Not that accurate. The break here. And there's a fifth wave very likely. Let's look at the extension. The first extension went down to, or the market extended down to the, is that 200%? Almost 200%. And overall we could see a, oh shit, it's 12 guys, I've got to go, sorry. I have a meeting right now. Yeah, it's definitely possible to see more downside activity, downside action. Yeah. Okay, guys, sorry. Oh, look. My position is doing well. Yes. Another lot. No, I missed to add another lot, guys, for the scalp trade. Never mind. Guys, I'm sorry. I've got to go. I've got a meeting right now. Yeah, I have a meeting right now. Have a great non-farm payroll session. Have a great US session. I would not recommend to overtrade today. The entire week was pretty choppy because of the fundamentals. Still, we don't know how the market will react to the non-farm payrolls, as good figures could be good for Trump, but Trump could, you know, struggle a bit with Corona. So we don't know how the market is going to interpret that. So we need to be very careful. And bad figures could mean that Biden, you know, could win this. Means the market could price in a less dovish monetary policy in the future, so less liquidity for the market, and less liquidity means yeah, the hope will fade away and the market could actually go down and DXY could go up. When you look at the technical analysis at DXY, look again here in the 1 hour chart, you can see there is a breakout happening, but let's see whether this is going to continue or not. Right there, I don't have the volume profile here, so I cannot really look at it. But yeah, let's see. Odd CHF doing very well right now. Odd USD is doing well as well. Euro USD already was a risk reward of 1, so well in profit. We took partial profit, stop loss at break even. That's fine. So yeah, more auction activity, guys. I'm gonna add 1 more contract. Have a nice day, guys. I see you on Telegram or on Monday. I'm out for now. Don't overtrade. Stay safe. Peace.